Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a choker. This is one in plain white and this is the one in the color. They're very easy to make. It's just made with very fine thread, so it's if you're not used to working a very thin with a thin hook and thin thread, it's a little bit tricky, but it's not hard at all. You can do it. You can do this in a thicker wool if you want to, but you're going to have to see how big your choker comes, how big your gauge is. That's basically it. This is pretty important what I'm going to tell you now. My neck is a size, I measured it, my neck is about 12 inches around, and this choker measures about 13 and a half. So it's a choker for me, but it's a little loose, so it should fit. I have a bit of a thin neck, a rather scrawny neck, as my family like to joke with me, but your neck might be a little thicker, so you might want to measure your neck first and just see, because as I say, this is about 13 and a half inches. The stitch is worked with 6 stitches, so whatever you do, you have to take into consideration that your pattern is 6 stitches. So for this one I chained 79, which was 1 for the turning, so I chained 78 stitches. So you've got 6, you've got a multitude of 6. So if you're going to make yours bigger, you have to make it 6 stitches bigger so that you can fit a pattern in, unless you're pretty advanced and know how to halve your pattern. So just be aware of that. If 78 stitches is too little, you're going to have to go with 78, 84 stitches, and it might be a little bit too big then, but you're going to have to play with it and just see. But this is about 13 and a half inches around the neck, so which means it should be pretty average. So I hope that you come right. If there are any problems, just look at the pattern down below. I do have the pattern there, and you can write me a little message if there's a problem, but otherwise I think okay, so this is the little choker that we will be making, and when you finish it off, you can just sew a little button right on the end here, and this double crochet that you made on the edge becomes the little loop that you can just close it with. So you don't have to worry about trying to tie it. You just simply close it with that little loop, and voila, there you are. You have your little lace choker. It's actually very cute, very nice, and what I use to make it with is embroidery cotton, and this is the embroidery cotton that I use. I just got it from Walmart. You don't have to go expensive. This is fine crocheting because you're using a rather thin hook, but it's actually very nice and elegant. So right, so to start off, you're going to crochet 79 chain. If you struggle to many times you'll crochet, and then once you do your single crochet all the way back here, you find, oh my goodness, I'm 1 chain or 2 chains short, and then you have to undo everything, which is such a nuisance. What you can do is do a few, maybe do 2 extra chains. So you count to 79, do 81, and when you get back to this side, you can always just undo this little knot. I'm not going to undo it now, but you undo that knot and you can take 2 chain out. So rather have a few extra chain than too few, and it's not hard to do. You pull this little knot out and undo it. So that's one solution to that problem. Otherwise you have to be very careful and just make sure that you do count correctly. So for this project you're going to do 79. I did an extra one because I wanted 78, but I do an extra one because I don't like to go into that first one when I start off. So I'm going to go into the second chain. You will just do single crochet, so you're going to skip the first one and you're going to go into your second chain, and you're going to just single crochet all the way across until you have 78. Okay, so you've completed your single crochet. I did 78 stitches, so however many you chose to do, you did single crochet all the way across, and you come to the end of your row and you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to turn your work around and you're going to chain 3. And don't let this fine yarn intimidate you. You can definitely do it, and this is a very small project, so it's quick and easy to do. Then you're going to skip 2, let me make sure that I've got it right. You're going to skip 2 single crochets and you're going to do 3. So you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and you're going to double crochet in that third one. Now this, you're going to do 3 double crochets in this very same stitch. So that's 1 double crochets in the same one, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to skip the next 2. You got to just be careful that you're skipping 2 and not 3. There's your next one, 1, 2, and you're going to go into the next one. You're going to do a single crochet in this next one, and then you're going to keep doing that the whole way. Now you're going to chain 3 again, and this is your pattern. So it's chain 3, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets. So miss 2, 1, 2, and go into the third one, 3 double crochets, 3, and then you're going to chain 3, and you're going to single crochet again into this one. So you skipped 1, 2, and you're going to single crochet in the third, and that's the pattern that you're going to do all the way to the end of this row. And I'm going to do it quickly, and then alright, so we finished this row. And just be careful when you're working, because you want to make sure that you have your 3 double crochets and then a single crochet, 3 double, single. As I was working, I had 2 singles by mistake, so just keep looking back and make sure that you've kept your pattern, because it's very easy to do. And then if you're following my amount of stitches, you should have 13 of these double crochets. So now you're just going to come to the end of this row, and you're going to do your 3 double crochets there, and then chain 3, and then just go with a single crochet into this last stitch. So you're just going to single crochet into that last stitch, and then you are going to do 5 chain, 3, 4, 5 chain, and then you're going to turn your work and single crochet in the very first double crochet. So instead of doing it over there, you're going to be working with this one. So just single crochet into there. I'm actually just going to go into the full-on space. So you're going to single crochet in this first one, and then we're going to make I don't know how you pronounce it, it's a picot or PK, I don't know how they say it, but this is how you make it. You're going to chain 3, and then you're going to slip stitch into the very first chain that you made, which is over here. You slip stitch into this one and just slip stitch through, and it makes this little like picot or whatever. Now you're going to do another 1, 2, 3, and you're going to slip stitch into that first one as well. You're going to single crochet into this double crochet over here, so in that space there you're going to just slip stitch in there, and that gives you this frilly little part, which is actually very pretty. And then you're going to just keep doing that. So you're going to chain 5. I'll just show you how you get to the other section. 3, 4, 5. So you're going to chain 5, and you're going to do the same thing. So this is where I joined my yarn over here. You're just going to go right over all of these, and you're going to go into that first one, and you're going to do your single crochet, and then you're going to do your picots again. So you'll do 3 sets there, and then you'll go back into that stitch. So you've come all the way across, and you did your picots. You finished off here with your 3 picots and a single crochet in there. Now all that you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 to finish this off. You'll chain 2 over here, and you're going to double crochet into this single crochet at the bottom here. So you're just going to do a double crochet in there, and that's the end of this little project. And then you'll take your yarn through, and that's the end of it. Then all it's up to you if you want to chain, make a chain to wrap around your neck or whatever, but I prefer doing it with a button, as I showed you on this one. I just put a button on there and then took the other side this chain over here, I just use that to close it with, and it's a lot easier. So that's your little chain, your little choker, and I hope that you've enjoyed this project and that you'll join me in my next video. Thanks, bye.